Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
The band Full Circle is coming to rock the Keswick Tavern this Saturday, May 31st from 8 to midnight. Full Circle is a professional five-piece band playing popular 100% danceable covers of classic rock, pop, and R&B from the 1970s through today. The Keswick Tavern is located at 117 South Irons in Keswick. So make plans this Saturday night to meet your friends at the Keswick Tavern for the band Full Circle. As always, there's no cover charge at the Keswick Tavern. Jace Race 2025 is Saturday, June 7th at the North Mahaska Junior Senior High School in New Sharon. The 5K starts at 8 a.m., followed by the 1 mile fun run. To sign up, use the links on the North Mahaska Education Foundation's Facebook page. Pre-registration guarantees you a t-shirt, but you can also sign up the day of the race. There will be some giveaways and first-place prizes. In memory of Jace Carrico, who passed in 2008, the Carrico family appreciates the community's support.
Southern Iowa, it's rodeo time. The 2025 Albia Chamber Main Street Rodeo returns Saturday, June 7th at the Monroe County Fairgrounds. Rogue Rodeo brings us 8 thrilling events, a bull ride showdown, comedy from Ronald Burton, and the dazzling Diamonds and Dust performance. Gates open at 5 p.m. for food, fun, and high-energy action await. Tickets on sale now at albiachambermainstreet.org. Adults $15 in advance, $20 at the gate. Kids only $10. Saddle up for a night of tradition and thrill. Don't miss it.
Neil.
Hey, man, what's up?
You want to do some radio?
Radio? I haven't been on the radio for a long time. But yeah, that'd be cool.
Cool.
Skunk River Radio. Let's get skunky.
Oh, hey, we're live.
Oh, no joke.
And then I was like, no, radio did pay garbage.
Wow,
Neil.
I really wasn't paying attention.
Welcome
I thought
in.
you were just joking around there. I'm so glad I didn't say what I was about to say.
Oh, no, we're live. We're
Morning,
live and in living
baby.
color. Just another morning show here on Steve Shuttler Media. It's a Thursday, starting off on a beautiful day.
Yeah. Yeah, great day. Facebook won't turn on, but whatever.
Your computer's giving you fits over there, but
whatever.
It'd be okay, Neil.
It'd be
Probably.
Probably. You know,
Starting where we left off yesterday.
right?
Probably.
Yeah, how was it? Like,
Probably.
No, I think today probably she'll be good day. Should be good day for everyone. Probably.
Ah, yes. No, we were talking before we went on the air about I put up a little funny daily thing at about 2 o'clock every afternoon, and yesterday was talking about how the saying something about you don't work a day in your life if you're doing what you love or something like that, unless you're in radio.
Right.
Something along those lines. And yeah.
Yeah.
You were saying, you were agreeing. I mean, people, it was told as a joke, but it's actually completely 100% true.
We're not trying to deter you kids if you want to get in radio.
Chase your radio dreams.
And it is fun. Don't get me wrong. It's just...
Oh, yeah.
Don't go thinking that you're going to be a millionaire, and don't think
I loved radio.
Oh yeah,
I love doing radio.
Absolutely, it's a
Didn't
blast.
get paid much.
No,
Just saying.
and don't think you're just going to jump on behind a mic and be the next
Howard
Stern.
Rush Limbaugh.
See, people don't even relate to that anymore.
Yeah.
Rush Limbaugh. I
Rush.
was forced. Not forced. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my grandpa's and my time together, but lots of afternoons spent driving around, randomly not looking at anything, just so we could get out of the house and listen to Rush. Because Grandma didn't like Rush.
Oh, okay.
Rush had his... wow. He was...
Oh, yeah. He's a classic Hall of Famer.
He
for
is.
Sure. Hey, we are doing just another morning show. It's brought to us by Brothers Market in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. You know, you can find out more information by going to shopbrothersmarket.com. You can also download their app, find out digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals. It is a smart way to shop. It really is.
It's a smart way to shop. It doesn't make you smarter. It's just a smart way to shop.
is,
So don't be getting the app thinking, Neil and Steve said I'm going to be smart now. You won't. You got to work on that yourself, buddy.
Why you talking like that, Neil?
I don't. Just happened. Probably not nice.
Oh, Oski Dental sponsors our studios at Tap Dancing Tooth. He hasn't tap danced lately.
You know?
Gosh.
That's
He
true.
must have lost his tap dancers.
Yeah, his tap dance shoes weren't as readily available, apparently. That's the
Apparently.
problem. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else.
In case you need it later on.
Yeah, boy. In the meantime, well,
Yeah, tell us the Oski Dental info.
yeah, thanks for Oski Dental sponsoring the studios. Give him a call or let's do this. Let's do it the normal way. What? It sounds like in the background I hear Toothy. He must have been out all night. Whoa, what is he doing in the corner? Tap dancing in.
I don't have very good fingernails.
Schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan. They're always accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta Dental provider.
Delta Dental.
They're located at 902 South 17th Street, Oskaloosa. Give them a call. Oski Dental 641. That's a 6 to the 7 to the 3 to the 4 to the 8 to the 4-5. See, rumor has it Toothy's going to try a little rapping somewhere because I can just imagine 4 to the 8, 4, 5.
4 to the 8 to the 4, 5, you. I'm from 641.
Oh. Yep.
641.
Yep, Toothy's going to...
Beyonce.
Toothy's going to rock.
And he's going to rap.
And he's going to
gonna
rap. Rock.
Rock and rap and all sorts of stuff. Hey, Neil, get over there to the weather lab.
Well, I really do have to go over it. Oh, of course, today's forecast is bigger, so I have to...
More words.
Right, and I got to look up at the big screen because, mine's not working. Garden Gate bringing you this look at your forecast. Thanks to Cindy and all the girls over there. There might be a guy working around in the back. I don't know. I say girls. That was sexist. I'm sorry. They
could be a male florist.
Right. They're equal opportunity something, whatever. Slight chance of showers today. Oh, yeah. All day. Slight chance of showers.
Yeah, slight.
Partly sunny otherwise, 70 for a high, and a 20% chance of rain.
I mean, it's going to be a good day.
Yeah, so if you see some, it might just be a couple sprinkles here and there. Tonight, slight chance of showers again. Before 7 and between 7 and 8. So maybe before 8.
Yeah,
would have covered
an
that.
Easier way of saying that.
I'm just saying. Partly cloudy, otherwise 51. Mostly mostly sunny and a high of 80 tomorrow. Probably going to be mostly clear tomorrow night, low of 56. And look at Saturday. Sunshine, high of 85.
Hot.
It's turning around, folks.
Feeling hot.
Going to have to get the cutoffs out. Show them arms.
You have to get a freaking air conditioner up here in the studio.
I am going to have to get on that. Yeah, I'm going to have to, I'm on it.
Right
Making
now
my notes.
We're cracking the windows here in the studio. Hey, thanks, Garden Gate, for sponsoring our weather here on Steve Shuttler Media. This or that, it went up at 6 a.m. It's brought to us by Stacy Flynn, Legacy Insurance Group, and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. Yuck. Yuck is all I have to say.
Oh, both.
Pickles or olives?
Absolutely both.
Nope.
I mean, that's a tough decision. Well, I guess...
It's my tough decision is which one do I throw out first?
Well, because you're odd.
Green, a lot of green.
If I was just going to say... Well, think about it this way. There's some black olives in there, too.
Okay.
You know? Do you... Okay.
Equal opportunity
right,
olives.
Right, yeah. I mean, green lives and black lives.
Yes.
Olives. If I was just going to open a jar, it's going to be pickles.
Okay.
But, yeah, I mean... I love olives, too. I never used to. I never gave them a chance, but now I love them.
Well, good.
So, yeah, both of them.
I am sitting this one out.
Yeah, well, green olives matter, too. So,
Pickles. Pickles was the name of last week's weekly
yes. You don't like...
Pickles
yeah, I
the
knew
dog.
you don't like pickles, duh.
Now, if we got that dog, we'd have to change the name.
Oh, come
to,
on.
like Fluffy or something.
Or you could just add to his name and be like anti-pickles.
But Pickles is a girl, so...
Well...
Picky. Pickly.
Pickly. That's... there you go.
Here, Pickly.
Pickly.
Here, Perky. Question of the day is up next. Sponsored by Amy's Salon House and Spa, located at 202 North Main, Sigourney. What's an annoying habit that drives you nuts?
People that don't like pickles.
Get out. Just get out.
An annoying habit that drives you nuts. What would be more fun is to change this question up and be like, what is an annoying habit you have that drive others nuts?
Oh, yeah. Self-awareness is always good.
Because I would like to know. Because I don't know what it will be.
What do I do that drives you nuts, Neil? Go ahead.
I don't know. This could get interesting because I'd like to hear yours first about me.
Oh.
See, you're on the... What? It's my looks,
Let me
isn't it?
count the ways.
Let me count the ways.
Annoying habits that drive you nuts. How about...
I think it's individuals. You know what I mean? I don't know if I have one.
People clipping their fingernails. That annoys me.
Well,
and it's gross.
I guess I never have to run into that too often.
Well, if
No,
it happens,
that's not true. I
it's
do
disgusting.
remember one time working in a place and it's like, really? Right there?
Yeah.
Right there you're going to do that. Okay.
Yeah, that's where
Yeah,
I'm going.
I guess I would
Clipping
guess.
nails in weird places. Like, just do it in private. Nobody wants to see it or hear it.
I got one.
The little clippy noises.
Yeah, right. People that feel like they just, got to talk to everybody and be nice. Like you can hear their voice traveling through the grocery store. People come up and find them. They're like, I thought that was your voice. It's like, leave me alone.
10 aisles away.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about yourself.
No.
Oh.
Man, I'm sure there's
Or
so
is it
many
me?
bad... No, it probably is.
Are you aiming this at me?
No. I was just totally turning it on myself.
I'm going to cry.
I'm going to cry.
I think you and I both have voices that...
Oh, yeah. And
Voices
how often
carry-
do you get that comment? I thought that was you.
I know I laugh loud,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Me too.
so people hear my laugh. I did have somebody in Walmart, a friend of mine, Scott Minster. I hadn't seen Scott in a long time.
Yeah.
I was at the Ottumwa Walmart. I let out a laugh. And Scott, his ears must
He had to
have
hunt you
perked up.
down.
He was like, I thought I heard you laughing. Oh, well, I'm glad you did. I haven't seen you in a long time. So,
I'm going to think of like 20 of them throughout the day now, but
yeah. Yeah, this might be something that it has to sit with you for a little bit, and then you'll be like, oh.
yep.
Or people talking on their phone in public.
Yeah, that's annoying.
That's super annoying. How about the guy that was on his bike yesterday in town in the park with like a little buggy behind him and had a radio that was cranked to the max?
Oh, really?
And then the sheriff's office stopped and talked
What?
to him.
Sweet.
Gossip time
Gossip time.
with Steve Shuttler Media.
Who was it?
Oh, I took pictures.
You did?
I was like,
I took pictures. Well, you never know.
my wife and I were having a Facebook conversation. I was like, "Ooh, look, this is happening in the park right now."
Oh man!
By the way, I think I saw the lady that is back in town that like was pushing her dog around last summer in the baby carriage. I think she's back.
I think I might have caught a glimpse of that too. Unfortunately,
We're just talking about stuff
right
that we shouldn't.
Annoying
be
habits.
talking about. Annoying habits.
I thought I had one there for a second, but now I lost
We
it
should
already.
have her
Oh
on the
no,
show.
I do.
We should have her on the
Oh
show.
my goodness! Can you smoke in here? Can you smoke here?
Hey, get up here.
You got any good stuff? Annoying habit. Any store, I'm not going to pick or single one out because it happens too often in any store you go to. When it happens, when there's nobody standing there at the register.
Oh, yeah. And do you get on the phone and be like, call for help?
No, but what ticks me
I've
off
heard
even
you get on the Brothers Market phone.
Well, that I will do.
Okay.
But only at Brothers. But yeah, it's like you put this little dinger thing there for a reason. When I ding it, where are you at?
Ding, ding, ding.
That annoys me.
Help. Help.
Help! Whoa! I think Facebook just kicked on for me. Okay, back to the show.
Did it?
Yeah,
it
it's working.
Great.
What? How did that happen?
Magic.
Magic in the air. Happy Thursday.
We haven't talked. What's happened in the last day or so?
Not as
Anything
much as the
interesting?
day before. So honestly, last night I was just supercharged.
Supercharged.
Yeah, didn't have any late practices. Didn't have really any. It's a simple throw together dinner last night or supper for you hicks. I say supper. I've tried for years to get myself trained to say dinner.
It's supper at
It
our
sounds
house.
much more, I don't know, classy. And that's me.
fancy
classy
dancy
Neil.
over there.
But yeah, no, just a low key. Got caught up on a few things.
What'd you have for supper / dinner?
Just a real easy steak bites in garlic. What do you really call it? Yeah, so you cut up steak into bite size, and then you fry her up in the old cast iron, and then mix up some garlic sour cream mixture, and then you just dip them, and a sweet potato on the side. And I just realized all the way until right now that I had asparagus sitting there that I was going to make, and I didn't.
Is it still sitting there?
No, I just didn't get it out of the fridge. Why did I forget to put the asparagus in?
Huh. You had some spare asparagus.
Huh. Well, that's discerning.
Discerning.
Isn't that a word? I like using big words. So what'd you do other than make fun of my words?
I worked. Yesterday was a day. Yesterday afternoon, went over to Oski, got a couple of videos for some of my chamber friends. You may have seen that. I put
Yes.
that up.
Saw Angie.
With Deanne and Angie talking about Friday After 5 in Oski coming up tomorrow night.
I should have went with you to Oski.
Aftershock.
Is
Coming
that
up
this
tomorrow
Friday?
night. That's tomorrow night.
Oh, man.
Yeah, be a perfect night for Friday After 5
Yeah.
in Oski, so stop into that. So we talked about that. Did another video that'll be going up here probably within the next couple of weeks with Brant Bowman from Uplifting Puppet Company, I think is what it's called.
Really?
But on, spoiler alert, coming up on the 14th of June, Saturday, they're having Art on the Square in Oskaloosa, as they always do. I mean, I think they said 56 years
Oh, my.
for Art on the Square. But another thing they're doing, like, on the Christmas parade, they have those giant puppets
Oh, yeah.
that
I was
walk
just wondering
down,
if that was part of the...
walk down
Okay.
the street.
Yeah.
That's the guy. Brant is the
Okay.
guy behind those.
They're creepy.
They're cool. Yeah,
They
creepy
are,
and
but
cool.
man.
And all sorts of neat stuff. But that's going to be part of Art on the Square. They're going to have a puppet parade. And he's in charge of that. And then, in fact, I think he showed interest in coming over to be part of the morning show. So maybe he'll be come into the studio with a giant puppet. I don't know. Maybe not.
That's
Maybe you
going to
can bring a
really
smaller
freak
one.
me out. They're
But
scary.
did that yesterday afternoon. Came back home from Oski. Did a little bit of work in the afternoon. Got Josh. We went to New Sharon. Did the North Mahaska Linville Sully baseball game last night. First ever baseball game. Historic moment last night. Yeah, and I realized very quickly that there's not a whole lot to it as far as baseball, because with just as we were talking about yesterday, there's just one camera shot. It's just me and my camera.
Right.
Josh does the announcing. I do the camera and the computer stuff. And you can't zoom in with a camera shot on baseball and softball because if you do and something happens, you don't see what happens.
Well, unless you had like multiple cameras.
Yeah. So with the one camera, you just basically get to see the whole field the whole night. Not much to look at. But, it at least gives you the visual. You kind of get the feel for what's going on. And Josh does a great job announcing. So
I watched some. I thought it was great. For one that like that, you just sort of see the whole field.
Yeah.
If it was my kid in the outfield, I'd probably be like, I think that's her.
Yeah.
Look at him go.
Josh said it got hit to the outfield. I can't really tell.
Right.
I'm taking his word for it. Well, Linville Sully got the win last night. I think it ended up 9-4. North Mahaska rallied for 4 runs in the 7th inning, but it came up a little bit.
See, that's
short,
why I can't do sports, because I wouldn't have used the word rally.
The terminology?
Yeah. Although, were there any pickles during the game?
Pickles. No.
I probably got told that to be made fun of, and it was the wrong terminology.
Okay.
But so, this is how good I am with sports. Okay. Let's say you got a runner on third, or player, or person, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Runner?
Sure.
Okay, you got a runner on third, right?
Runner on third.
And maybe it's like somebody hits the ball or fouls or I don't know, whatever. And that dude on third's like, I'm going to go for it. And all of a sudden the catcher's like, oh, no, you ain't. He gets the ball.
And then they go back and forth.
Back and forth.
They're in a pickle.
I guess. So find out from Josh if that's real. Because I think the kid telling me that was just pulling my leg. He was probably hoping I'd come on the show and say that and think, ha, ha,
pickle.
So I really wish I hadn't brought that up now.
I mean,
he's in a pickle.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's a real thing.
Maybe that's where that term came from.
Maybe.
Speaking of terms and where they come from, I ran into a random Facebook reel yesterday that was explaining where a few phrases came from over time.
Yeah.
Like stuff that you don't even think of.
I'm sure.
Like hungover.
Yeah.
Like, why is it called being hungover?
True.
It doesn't make any sense. You're hungover.
Oh, yeah, because you're never hung under.
Yeah, I mean, you're not hung.
Huh? No. Nope.
So the way it showed it was way back when, if you were drunk, there was something about like kind of a rope.
Yeah.
That kind of drunk homeless people, they would sleep by leaning across like their head or their neck kind of across the rope just for something to lean on. Thus, they were hung over the rope. And that's where hungover came from. It was a pretty interesting, it was just like a minute long, and it described or explained like 3 different
That's
terms.
crazy.
But, it's just stuff that you say that you don't think about.
Right.
And why is it said that? So, I don't know.
I've woke up in some pretty weird predicaments, but never on a rope.
Never leaning against the rope.
No.
You weren't hungover.
I mean, maybe, yeah. No. Woke up in a bathtub one time. That was weird.
Anything else to go with that story?
No.
Do I know that story?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know if I do.
There's a lot of people coming and going throughout the night, and I just sat in the tub. It was great.
Good times.
Yeah.
Hey, it is Thursday, May 29th. On this date in history, I love Constantinople because you get to sing that song. It's Istanbul, not Constantinople. It's Istanbul, not Constantinople. On this date in 1453, Constantinople fell to the Turks.
Oh, them Turks.
Ending the Middle Ages.
Oh. That's what ended the Middle Ages.
I guess.
Didn't realize that. Okay.
The fall of Constantinople.
Okay.
Which is now Istanbul.
Oh.
Not Constantinople. What happened over there?
I don't know.
1848 on this date, Wisconsin became our 30th U.S. state.
Huh.
Yeah. Welcome in the cheeseheads.
30th.
The 30th U.S. state, Wisconsin.
What year?
1848.
So we were there before they. Because
Were
we
we?
became a state 1846.
Oh.
I remember
you know
that
your
from
Iowa history
a
more
little
than I
bit
do.
of it. I remember the Iowa history from Mrs. Stein in 4th grade.
Ah. Did you get in trouble in that class?
No, we were neighbors, and I got away with a lot of stuff.
She probably thought you were just cute and
Oh,
funny.
well, I couldn't help it.
On this date, 1953, Edmund Hillary of New Zealand and Tenzing Norgay of Nepal became the first climbers to reach the top of Mount Everest.
Oh, I was going to say, I hope these guys' weird names have some meaning.
They probably planted a flag and were like, "Eh," and then they probably died of frostbite.
Wow, because
afterwards.
back then, I mean, honestly, there's a lot better, I hate saying technology, but outerwear is so much better now.
Yeah.
So that had to have been rough.
all their fingers and toes
Yeah.
were frostbit and falling off.
Wow.
So 1953, first people to reach the top of Mount Everest. On this date in 1961, the first U.S. food stamps were distributed. 1961. And then 1982, the final episode of the TV show The Incredible Hulk, starring Bill Bixby, aired on
Really?
CBS. Final episode. The big green Hulk. Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah.
Who was?
I was gonna say who
oh,
played-
yeah, Bill Bixby was.
Duh. You just said it.
I
We
just
both-
said it, and we were both wondering what was that guy's
Like,
name.
I want to know that guy's name.
It was Bill Bixby.
Yeah. Wow.
Lou Ferrigno didn't get mentioned. I just knew that. Thank you.
Yeah, it is too bad he never got his due.
Lou Ferrigno. I mean, that was kind of. I wonder how much acting Lou Ferrigno did. After.
Well, right.
I mean, it was pretty limited. I don't know if you could call that acting, really.
Well, because there wasn't much to it, really. You know,
He
it
didn't
was
say
more,
anything.
Right. And once in a while,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hulk smash.
Hulk smash.
So yeah, big bodybuilder, obviously, but
And that's probably where he got his
oh yeah, that's where
main
they snagged him
fame.
from.
So,
All right, so we're doing just another morning show. It's coming up on it's 7:28 right now. Hey, what do we got? 60 degrees here in downtown Sigourney. Let's take our first break of the day. Let's hear from some of our sponsors, like Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-734-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Neil,
hey man, what's up?
you want to do some radio?
Radio? I haven't been on the radio for a long time. But yeah, that'd be cool.
Cool.
Skunk River Radio. Let's get skunky.
Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more. Plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore. And we do thank all of our sponsors on Steve Shetler Media. And just another morning show. Brothers Market in Sigourney is our headline sponsor. And Oski Dental is sponsoring our studios. Now, speaking of Brothers Market, Neil, after the game last night, I need to get me a fourth camera. So I don't have to take one camera back and forth. I left the third camera, which is for our guests.
It's over there.
Yeah.
It looks like it should be over there, but it's really there.
It's that way.
Yeah. See, we're pointing at each other, so that it's not you. It's
so the third camera, that's the guest camera. We don't have any guests lined up for today, so I just left the camera in my car. We were talking about this beforehand. This will be a day where somebody shows up unexpectedly, and I'll be like, sorry, I don't have my other camera set up.
Well,
which I've never done. I tend to overthink things and just be ready for anything. Today I was like, I'm leaving the camera in the car.
I'm surprised.
I'm not going to set it up. Somebody's going to show up today. And be my fault.
I'll just grab this camera and turn it.
Because the microphone is hooked up.
Right.
That's good to go.
At least I can hear if they walk in.
You know what we didn't talk about before the break is today. Yeah. What today is on the National Day calendar.
Let's get on it.
And I am going to need some explanations. I've only got 3 days, so maybe you have more. But I'm going to need some explanations on what some of these days are.
Okay.
Today is National 529 Day. Oh, because it's May 29th. Duh. I'm an idiot.
Thank God. You finally made up for my moronic Cinco de Mayo or Mayo.
Mayo. With avocados.
Thank goodness. That's
it's 529 day.
Why is there a 5 not a 528?
I don't know. I mean, maybe you have more information on it.
That's great.
529 day.
Fantastic.
That's today. It's also something called National Vin Day.
Wow.
COQ.
I don't have any of these yet.
AUVIN Day.
I got to look through all 30 of my days just to figure out where you're at.
And then National Paperclip Day. That's kind of self-explanatory.
Well, okay, so first off, I really do want to know, what is the deal? What's the deal, yo with National 529?
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like it's something we should know. Don't you think?
I think so. I'd like to know.
Okay, National 529 Day, observed annually to raise awareness about the benefits of saving for future education using 529 plans. These plans offer tax advantage and flexibility.
Boring.
Something to do with taxes?
Who cares?
Duh.
What's National COQ AUVIN Day?
Oh, hang on. CO what? COU.
COQ.
Q. Okay.
That's a word unto itself.
Coquito?
Coke AU.
Oh.
Vin Day.
Oh, okay. I see it there.
Coke Vin Day. Coke Vin Day. It's probably one of those things where if you say it enough, it's going to sound like a word.
It's just a day it's dedicated to French food.
Oh.
There's apparently more. Oh, there it is. Not only does this holiday expand our cultural horizons, but our waistline too. The name of the dish.
That's funny.
The name of the dish literally means rooster in wine, and could not be simpler. It's a pheasant served on a plate of wine, made popular by King Henry IV.
Okay.
Paperclip
Day is pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty
so
easy.
I've got Learn About Composting Day.
Oh, I love it.
Today is Ascension Day.
Where are we ascending to?
This Ascension Day, let's reflect on the significance of Christ's life, death, and resurrection and ascension.
Why today?
I have no idea. Oh, there's
all right. So now that I'm thinking back. So obviously on Easter he rose again.
Right.
Did he stick around for how long did Jesus stick around for before he ascended? Was it a month or so?
I need part-timers next to me.
Yeah.
Googling.
I'm assuming that's what that. Yeah.
Probably.
He hung around for a little bit.
Right.
And then he was
This
like,
is an awful.
Here.
Oh, it came up. I was like, how long was Jesus here? And it came right up after resurrection. 40 days.
Okay, there you go.
So that's why, there you go.
I don't ever think about that.
Yeah. So today's National Ascension Day.
Okay.
Man, all kinds of those relate to that. End of the Middle Ages Day.
Yeah, because Istanbul or Constantinople fell to the Turks.
Exactly.
Those jerks.
Oh, another one because of the day. Mount Everest Day.
All right.
National Alligator Day.
Oh, yeah.
Get a little wet and wild. It's also National Biscuit Day. That's what it said. With Alligator Day.
About alligators or
yeah,
what?
get a little wet and wild with our not so friendly neighborhood lizards. I forgot that part. Okay. National Biscuit Day.
Yeah. All you said was get wet and wild.
Yeah. National Edison Day, if you're named that.
Okay.
I'm done.
So far, these have all pretty much...
Snail Day. Oak Apple Day. Put a pillow on your fridge day. It's meant to bring you prosperity and good fortune. I'm done. Wow, there's a lot of stupid days.
Tap out. We're tapping out of the national days.
Man.
So out of all those, what's the best day? I'm going Ascension Day.
Oh, and then my buddy goes, 529 is a day for how easy it is to save for a child's future because of the 529 plan. Oh, now you're going to get all like, oh, it's about the kids. Ooh. Oh, yeah, yesterday's comments had nothing good in them. It was just, now you're all, ooh.
All fancy.
Wow.
I bet he eats dinner and not supper. And let's go to some things you need to know.
That's what I think of you.
Creaky floor over there. Things you need to know. The Colorado Rockies. We're going to start with sports, Neil.
Okay.
Sports. Colorado Rockies have lost their 21st consecutive series of games dating back to last season. That is a Major League Baseball record. So that
they
means,
haven't won a game?
What? No. So 21 consecutive series. So like in Major League Baseball, teams will play another team for like 3 games in a row.
Oh.
So like you go to a certain town, you stick around for a few days.
Gotcha.
Usually it's a 3-game series.
Oh.
So they have lost at least 2 out of 3, 21 straight times. That's not good.
Yeah, they suck.
They must suck. I don't watch much Major League Baseball, but that's pretty sucky.
Doesn't sound good.
TV, CBS is adding something called Comics Unleashed with Byron Allen to its late-night TV lineup, filling the, what would be for us here in the Midwest, the 11:30 p.m. slot, previously occupied by After Midnight. I don't know what I don't ever stay up late.
I do, but I'm not watching TV yet.
Yeah. So evidently a stand-up comedy show is what that sounds like.
That could be interesting.
Yeah.
I like comedy.
I like turtles. Cassandra Cassie Ventura. Wonder if that's any relation to Jesse the Body Ventura. Cassie, look up Cassie Ventura, reportedly gave birth to her and her husband Alex Fine's 3rd child on Tuesday. This was 2 weeks. I don't know what this has to do with anything. This was 2 weeks after testifying in Diddy's sex trafficking trial.
Oh.
Did it come out looking like Diddy is all I want to know. Was there a little Diddy in that little baby?
Well, I mean,
Cassie
it would have taken
Ventura.
a little Diddy to make it.
Alan Jackson had a song called Little Bitty.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a little ditty.
No, there is no documented relationship between Cassie Ventura and Jesse Ventura.
All right. Well, that's disappointing. We talked about Rick Derringer dying yesterday. He had a lot of influence in the music that we listened to.
I read some more on that. I don't know where you got here, but I read more last night online.
Okay.
All the things he was involved with.
So I've got, he worked with artists like Ringo Starr, Steely Dan, Alice Cooper, Kiss, Cyndi Lauper, Peter Frampton, B.B. King, Barbra Streisand, and produced Weird Al Yankovic's first 6 albums.
That's what I saw last night. I told you yesterday he produced the one, and then I saw last night somewhere
Why don't you like
it
to
was
say
more
fat?
than one album.
Huh? You don't like to say the word fat?
Fat? I don't like what?
You said he worked on the one. I didn't know if you were not a fan of the word fat.
No, I don't mind
I was
fat.
just wondering.
I'm fat. But no, yesterday I thought it was just the one album of Weird Al's.
Oh, no. Yeah,
I
6
didn't realize
of them.
it was 6 of them. That's
So-
awesome.
Yeah. Some of Weird Al's biggest hits, like Eat It and Fat.
Fat. I'm not opposed
Fat.
to fat.
Fat.
Am I saying it weird or something?
No.
Fat. Fat. Fat.
Probably.
Chloe is fat.
I love the video for Fat. It's
was
probably
good.
one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life. I'll force my family to watch that on occasion. It's just, and the sound effects.
Yep.
And then the buttons popping.
I forgot about that.
You ain't fat. You ain't fat. You ain't nothing. You ain't fat. You ain't nothing.
Look it up, because you think right now this is dumb, but once you see it, you're like, oh wow.
Well, you have to be familiar with Michael Jackson's Bad.
Well, who
watch the
isn't?
Bad video first
Right.
to get it, and then watch Fat.
Yeah.
It's funny stuff. You ain't fat. You ain't.
You ain't
Yo, ding dongs, ding dongs. Yo, ding dongs.
Oh, and you cannot forget Weird Al's the best one, Amish Paradise.
Oh yeah,
Thank you for reminding me that one, Bobby.
Yeah. and
Living the
Yoda.
gangsta.
Yoda.
I do not remember that one.
Yoda.
Oh my gosh, I vaguely
Based on
remember
Lola.
that.
Yeah.
Amish
So many good stuff.
I want to look up Amish Paradise.
So many good songs. All right. Now that we're
Yeah.
off of the Weird Al kick. But
Yeah.
yeah, Rick Derringer and
Yeah.
Real American by Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
I think that was maybe his greatest.
So he only won Grammys for Weird Al stuff.
Really?
Is what I read last night.
All right.
That was the way. So all these people he was associated with, the Grammy-wise, it was only the one album with Weird Al. It's like, wouldn't that be cool? Look at all these people I've got,
Yeah.
that I've worked with.
But
And,
this-
oh, what's that Grammy for, man? Oh, don't worry about that. I worked with Cyndi Lauper and
Barbara Streisand.
I'm huge. But what's the Grammy? Weird Al. Fat.
Fat. He said fat.
Fat.
You
Gosh,
know
I
I'm
hope-
fat. I'm fat.
We don't know who's standing
Come
out there.
on. You know it.
But you know it.
Other stuff you need to know, according to two World Weather Organizations. The World Weather Organizations.
Sounds professional.
There's an 80% chance the world will break another annual temperature record in the next 5 years. And it's even more probable that the world will again exceed the international temperature threshold set 10 years ago.
Oh.
So it's hot.
It's hot. Well, there you go.
That's the way it goes.
Yep.
I need to get Stacy, and we need to go to Applebee's. Applebee's has brought back their all-you-can-eat endless chicken tenders, riblets, and double crunch shrimp. Evidently, it used to be $9.99 when they used to do this. They're bringing it back. It's obviously more expensive because everything's more expensive.
Right.
$15.99, which is basically the price of a buffet anymore.
So, but as long as you can, as long as they hold to it, and I can eat as much as I want.
That's dangerous. But you know I'm fat.
Yeah, because I love eating.
And I've said multiple times, I'll eat shrimp. I'll eat that crunchy shrimp.
You eat the
like
crunchy
there's
shrimp.
no tomorrow. So, chicken tenders, ribs, and crunchy shrimp.
Well, they're riblets.
Well, what's the difference?
I don't know, but I'm
Mini ribs?
I'm guessing they're not as good. But go with
I
the
bet-
chicken tenders and shrimp. I don't know. I've never had a riblet from Applebee's, so I shouldn't judge. Sorry, Applebee's.
Hi, I'd like the riblets,
It just sounds.
the piglets.
Yeah, I don't.
So anyway, go eat at Applebee's, and you can eat a lot.
Huh.
We should check this out.
We should check this out.
Other stuff you need to know. The number one country that Americans want to move to
Yeah.
and have started moving to is the country that you like to try to talk like.
Oh, yeah?
Portugal.
Yes,
Remember that
is.
one time you tried to talk Portuguese?
Oh, yeah, because I like the Portuguese. Portuguese are funny.
Obviously, that's the way they talk.
I think.
Probably.
Probably in Portuguese, we talk a lot like this.
Todos.
Where are you from? Portuguese. Come with.
Come with me down the dark alley. We probably
do stuff that you
we
don't
probably,
like.
probably kill you.
You'll not be happy when we done.
Todos. Other stuff. There is a season 49 of Survivor coming up this fall.
Yes, I've never watched any of them.
I watched season 1.
Did you?
Richard Hatch. I even remember the winner's name.
Wow.
It was so memorable.
Huh.
They've already identified, though, the cast of the special season 50.
No.
Special season 50 coming up next year. Among the notable returning players, Mike White, a one-time contestant, now famous for his TV series White Lotus. Okay. Plus, they're going to have Joe, Camilla, and Kyle from the most recent season. Can you believe that? Kyle won season 48. Yeah. Kyle, Joe, and Camilla. I'm so excited.
Is Camilla hot?
Special. I don't know.
No.
I don't know who Camilla is.
Doesn't matter. I mean, just asking. That was close. That was real close.
Paul Rubens, Pee Wee Herman, recorded his interviews that were used to make the Max documentary Pee Wee as Himself without telling the director he was close to dying. A third interview session was scheduled for the week after he passed. So, you and I were talking about Pee Wee Herman before we went on today. I
had heard
I totally forgot that he died.
Yeah, I remember him dying, and I heard that it was like, I thought it was right after they'd filmed all this. I didn't know they weren't
so they had
completely
more
done.
They had more to get to.
Wow.
But Pee Wee died. So
well, that's the way to do it, isn't it? Just get her all out there at the end, and then that way you could... That third interview probably was going to be the best one. Be like, so I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about.
It's probably like Jeffrey Epstein stuff.
Yeah.
Or Diddy stuff.
Well...
I mean, Pee Wee was kind of had his weird side to him.
Oh, gosh.
A little kinky.
Yeah. That's why I liked watching his show. Pee Wee's Playhouse. Make it like a high, make a hiney ho.
Yeah.
Make it like a high, make a shiny ho.
It's our word of the day.
Oh, I forgot about the word of the day. How could you... You got to give prop to any people, actors or individuals that can do shows like that for kids, but to be into that character so much.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not just Pee Wee, but so many different ones. Like, what do they do when the cameras stop rolling? Yeah, it's like, get me out of here.
I would love to do a kids show.
Really?
You and I doing a kids show.
That's probably what we're missing.
Would be gold.
That would be our money in the bank right there.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because sometimes I come across creepy to kids.
If anybody out there in TV world needs two guys to host a kids show, we're good at acting like idiots. I mean, we are mentally...
Oh, yeah, we can fit right in with
5
kids.
and 6. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway. Anheuser-Busch has a new energy drink called Form Energy. Form is spelled with a PH. PHORM. Form Energy. And has hired the UFC's boss, Dana White, to help them sell the product. So, Form Energy from Anheuser-Busch. Wonder if this energy drink is like alcoholic.
Oh, I'm sure.
Or if it's just an energy drink, or what the situation is.
The best combination in the world. Get your...
I'm drunk and I'm whacked out of my brain.
Get your blood flowing and drunk all at the same... Yeah, it's a good combo.
Let's go back to sports.
I was like, where? What?
Sports. They're saying that Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen going to be marrying singer Haley Steinfeld in the next couple of weekends. So
don't know who they are, but
I know who Josh Allen is. Don't know who Haley is. So There you go on that. Let's go back to Turkey. In Turkey, those Turks, they defeated Constantinople. You finding Haley Steinfeld.
Haley. Hi.
Josh Allen doing good for himself?
He's doing all right.
In Turkey, they've made it illegal to crowd your way into an early exit from a flight. So these are for people that, like, if they have aisle seats, once the plane stops or the jet stops, the aisle seat, you're supposed to wait your turn.
Sure. Well, yeah.
These people just pop up immediately, grab their overhead stuff, and start heading out.
Jerks.
So if they do that in Turkey, they're gonna get fined $70. So I guess if it's worth $70 to you,
right,
to get up and get going, that's what's gonna happen there.
Man,
Turks. 1955. Let's go back to 1955. The Lincoln Car Company came out with a futuristic-looking vehicle that they named the Futura.
Oh, yeah.
The prototype never went into mass production, but guess where the Futura ended up?
Where?
It ended up on TV, famous TV show. It was the car known as...
was it the... Hang on, I know this. What the heck?
The
Batmobile.
Batmobile.
I was going to say I know it. It was in a show, but yes, the Batmobile.
1960s Batman TV series. That's where the Futura... And so that was going to be like an everyday car.
Why couldn't it have been?
The Batmobile.
I wish
Pretty
I had.
iconic car.
Oh, yeah.
So that was like, it was an actual car. And then back to the air we go. The air, not the airs.
Airs.
There was the Delta flight that was supposed to take off from Minneapolis the other day.
Yeah.
However, it got delayed while they captured 2 pigeons that had snuck on board and were flying around. How'd you like to have pigeon poop? And people, some people have fears of birds.
Right.
I mean, you don't want a pigeon flying around but yeah, that happened at a...
there had to have been the one person on that plane, though, was like standing up like, hang on, sit down. Just about. I'll get him. That one dude is trying to be the hero, and you're all thinking, oh, he's going to catch that thing and eat its head.
You know where the most annoying pigeons are? On the square in Fairfield, Iowa.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I just had a flashback to that, because you and I both worked at the radio station back in the 90s, and the Fairfield Square is one way around.
Yep.
And for some reason... that square was loaded with pigeons.
Yeah, I'd forgotten all about
and
that.
they just would not get out of the way.
No.
It's like, okay, come on, pigeons.
And it was a mess everywhere. I vaguely remember, just walking on the sidewalk, like down to the convenience store, when you left the radio station unattended.
Yeah.
Good times.
Pigeons everywhere.
Pigeons!
I don't know if that's still the case or not, but...
No, I'm sure they eradicated them.
It was back in the day. Let's go to the impossible. Today's impossible question. I was just trying to get your attention.
What?
You weren't paying attention to me, so
I'm sorry.
I got super annoying. Not like I ever get annoying, ever. Today's impossible question. Probably. Only 19% of people would be willing to buy... I can't talk today. Only 19% of people would be willing to buy a used what? What would you buy a used thing? So only 19% of people would be willing to buy this item, a used what?
I'm waiting for a comment on my phone, but
19%. I don't know if my comments... I think my comments have stalled.
I think I've got them.
Or else I've just got 4 comments this morning.
Oh, no. We got Bubby, Anthony, Dan, Nancy, Sandy.
That's where I leave off.
Dixie, Peg, Amber, Sherry, Rosemary Hemsley. Well, good morning, Rosemary. Thanks for tuning in with us. Hope you're still there. Probably not. You're probably like, these guys are dumber than I remember. Amber, Molly, Amber, Doug, Amber, Monica. What just happened? Sherry, Jennifer, Cindy, and Stacy.
Thanks for
So,
tuning in.
good morning, everybody. Hope
Did
you're
something
having a
magical happen while you were looking?
What's that?
You're like, what just happened?
Yeah. My comments went and bloop, bloop.
Oh, blue,
But
blue.
they were right there. It was bloop, bloop.
Today's
Man.
impossible question. 19% of people would be willing to buy a used what?
It's got to be something a little bit on the gross side. For other, I'm guessing for other people not to want to. So I'm going to say, oh man,
We got sirens.
Come on, what is it? It's got to be refrigerator. I don't know. No, it's got to be more gross than that. Toilet.
A used toilet.
Don't ever buy a used
How
toilet.
many used toilets have you seen in your life?
So you see them sitting out on the front yards of people's places. I've always thought about it. What is it? I don't.
Just driving up and just leaving a little present inside their
Well,
toilet?
Don't you wonder, like, are they getting rid of that toilet?
Or is it just there for public
us?
use?
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty nice of them.
Yeah.
You pull up.
So 19% of us would be willing to buy a used hat.
Oh.
So there you go. I mean, it'd have to be a pretty nice hat for me to buy somebody's
I guess, but
used hat.
I mean, you can wash them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no different than going to a thrift store and buying a shirt.
Yeah.
You know, make sure you go home and wash it 5 times before you put it on because you don't know who had it last.
Bed bugs. Lice. I don't
Herpes.
want your lice. Or, yeah, the head herpes is horrible. That one time that you had the head herpes.
And I was
like,
passing it along as quick as I could.
You were like a cat. You were rubbing against people. Had those little bumps.
Little bumps.
I don't even know what herpes is.
Believe it or not, I've never had them, so I don't know. I know, it's hard to believe.
Hey, you can hear the courthouse clock ding-donging in the background, which means we're 2 minutes away from the top of the hour. Let's go ahead and act like it is the top of the hour. We'll take a break and be back with more after this.
Hi, Clint. Hey.
Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great.
Hey, Clint. Hey. How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
We are always looking for ways to improve, and we do that by embracing new and better technologies.
With each of us having our own areas of expertise, we collaborate together to give you the best care possible.
Striving to give you the best smile, we believe doing things right the first time saves you both time and money.
Stam Garden Center. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe want to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house, from lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com. All right, we thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor on just another morning show. Of course, we're coming to you live and local from the Oski Dental Studios. We're on the square here in Sigourney, overlooking the beautiful square, the courthouse. It's a pretty decent day to start off the day today. So got a good day ahead of us. In fact, that reminds me, we should probably send Neil over. You ready? On your mark.
I'm ready.
Act like you're going to run. On your mark. Get set. And go. All right. Neil has arrived in the weather lab. He twisted an ankle.
Pulled a hammy.
Tore an ACL.
Whew. Oh, wow.
You all right?
I'm okay, man. Okay. I'm going to make it. Thanks to you, Garden Gate, for making me pull my hammy this morning. Garden Gate bringing you the forecast as always. Today, a slight chance of rain, 20%. And it could be 5 minutes from now or 5 hours. I really don't know. I'm just going to go on the fence with this one today. It wasn't clear in my models. So I'm just going to have to say all day long. Light winds, though, so that'll be nice. And, yeah, I can't find the high. Near 70.
Yeah,
there it is.
There's so many words.
I know.
Numbers.
Wow. Slight chance of rain tonight. Partly cloudy. And the winds still... here's something to talk about. The winds aren't that bad today and tonight. Because normally it's just horrible.
It really hasn't been too bad in the last several days.
Yeah, 51 for an overnight low. Tomorrow, 80 and sunshine. And
a little bit more windy tomorrow.
Yeah, the winds pick up. Gusts as high as 25 miles per hour tomorrow. Or MPH for you smart people. Tomorrow night, mostly clear. A low around 56. Sunny on Saturday. High of 85.
Sunny and 85.
So be ready.
Garden Gate. Thanks, Garden Gate.
Thank you.
Rock and roll.
We like you.
The Garden Gate. Let's take a peek at our community calendar. It's sponsored by Enchanted Events. Just south of Sigourney, right off Highway 149. Get a hold of Mel and Chelsea to book your next event, whether it be a wedding, a graduation, reunion, birthday party, pro wrestling.
There you go.
Jello wrestling.
What?
I don't know.
Dude, they need to bring back Jello wrestling. It's been a long time.
Whatever you want to have, whatever event. I'm sure they can make it happen. At Enchanted, did that have you thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Don't think too hard there. Jace Race 2025 coming up in New Sharon, Saturday, June 7th. 5K starts at 8 a.m., followed by the 1 mile fun run.
Fun and
Get out
run.
there and have some fun.
Fun and run in the same sentence. That doesn't even make sense.
It's in New Sharon. We're going to have, I think it's Jenna from the Jace Race coming into the studio next week to talk about that.
Yeah.
So, check that out. That's in memory of Jace Carrico, who passed away back in 2008. Other stuff coming up that same next weekend on Hedrick's Main Street. We got the Hedrick Shop and Rock the Block. This is on Friday, June 6th. Hedrick Main Street, 4 to 8 p.m. Stop in, see what Hedrick has to offer. You can shop all of the stores. They've got food trucks. They've got a band. Lots of stuff going on in Hedrick on June 6th. And then also on the calendar, something for folks in Sigourney, the snack program, Summer Nutritional Assistance for Community Kids. And that's for children up to age 18, Mondays and Wednesdays, June 9th through August 20th at the Community Outreach Center at 615 South Jefferson in Sigourney. That's put on by the Sigourney Ministerial Alliance and the Sigourney Lord's Pantry. So good thing, good program there for the kids. If your kids need something to eat during the summer, Mondays and Wednesdays, they can get it at the Community Outreach Center. That is your community calendar sponsored by Enchanted Events. Let's go ahead and jump into those birthdays.
It is time to fly. It's time for me to fly into the birthdays. Whoa. What just happened? Ugh. Okay. Birthdays brought to you by Hometown Real Estate. Nikki Leathers, whoa, broker, owner, realtor, and a little bit of a sore throat it sounds like there. 641-295-4142 to get a hold of Nikki and for any of your real estate needs. Hometown birthdays today, just a few. Got Kay Gillen. Happy birthday, Kay. Hey, Kay.
Kay.
Happy birthday. And happy birthday to Steve Corey.
Steve. He's got a good name.
He does have an okay name.
Steve.
And to Taylor Landers, happy birthday to you guys.
Hey,
hey. Okay. Oh, celebrity side. I just wanted to see. No, I think I can get through these names all right. Okay. Celebrity-wise, actor Anthony Geary, 78 years old.
Do you know who Anthony Geary is?
I'm sure I do, but I don't remember him by name.
I had to look it up. It's Luke, the character Luke from General Hospital. Kind of had
he's
the
like
frizzy, curly hair.
Oh, I know Luke.
He
I
had
know who Luke
the
is.
like the wedding from back in like 1980.
Luke
and Laura.
Laura. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
I never even watched that soap opera, and I know those characters.
Oh, yeah.
So that's who that is.
Okay, cool. 78 years old. And he's probably still on the show periodically.
He's probably still got frizzy hair.
Oh, I'm sure. Ex-NASCAR racer, but alum, Ken Schrader,
Is
70.
that the one that Safe Grafke knows? Did Safe
I
do
can't remember
him
if that
favors?
was the one that he was doing favors. I can't remember if it was Ken. It might have been.
Kenny Schrader?
Sorry, Kenny Schrader, for Safe bothering you. Singer.
You're not safe when Safe's around.
No, he invaded your safe space. Happy birthday to singer LaToya Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
69. LaToya.
I wonder how famous she would have been without being a Michael Jackson sister.
I mean, none of them would be. No. None of them would have had any notoriety. Her name wouldn't even be on this list if it wasn't for her brother, half sister / whatever he was, Michael.
That's right.
Actress Annette Bening, 67.
Yeah.
Singer Melissa Etheridge is 64. I sort of dug some of her songs back in the 90s.
Yeah.
She had a cool sound. Lisa Whelchel. I think that's how you say it. Whelchel. Well, I don't know. 62. She was Blair from Facts of Life. She's on some show now.
The Facts of Life.
I can't. Something about like finding antiques or something. I don't remember. It's not a very neat show, but whatever. Singer from Oasis, Noel Gallagher, 58. Wow, 58.
He's probably somewhere punching his brother.
Oh yeah, because that's all they do.
Fights all the time.
That's why they can never tour anymore and do anything around each other. And Camilio Anthony. Carmelo. What is it?
Carmelo.
Well, that doesn't even sound cool. I play basketball. I'm Carmelo. So really, he's like, I am a tall basketball player, Carmelo.
Why does he talk like that?
He's got a name like Carmelo. That's why.
He's thugging and bugging.
Wow.
Probably do a drive-by.
He plays for the Celtics.
I'm not sure if he's 41. I
Oh,
don't
he's
know if
probably long done.
I don't really watch the NBA, so I don't know. He might be still active. Maybe.
But it's not worth looking up. So happy birthday, Carmelo. And
Mellow.
everyone. Carmelo is the fellow. Happy birthday to those locals. Go out and make it a great day. Tell them Steve and Neil told you to.
Yeah. K-Tay and Stay.
Stay. K-Stay Tay. K-Stay Tay. All right. Happy birthday, guys.
Yeah.
Hometown Real Estate. Nikki Leathers. Call her up.
Do it.
What else is up?
Do it. Hey, coming up on Friday. Tomorrow is Friday.
It is. Wow.
We've got The trio known as Rural Route coming to town. It's been one full calendar year since they've been here.
Man.
So they're going to be hanging out with us tomorrow at Barn Wired, live and in person. Be there. Get something to drink, get something to eat, hang out with the live studio audience. Always adding members to our little Friday family.
Yes.
At Barn Wired. Just had Ashley's mom come and hang out with us last week.
Yep.
So
That table of young, vibrant women is just getting bigger and bigger.
Yes, it is.
You guys think I'm like hitting on the women right now, but I am.
You are. So be there if you want.
You know who you are, Eloise.
It's a fun group. Hi, Cindy, Sandy. My mom is in
Hi,
that
Steve's
group.
mom.
That's wrong.
Good morning.
That is just wrong. Who else we got? Linda's there. Barb, little kids.
Yep.
So
anyone else?
Julie's there sometimes.
Yep.
I'm actually trying to run down in my brain. Sometimes Dave and his wife are there.
Billy's
there.
becoming a regular.
Yeah, we got tons of people. So come hang out with us on Fridays at Barn Wired for the Iowa Music Showcase from about 11:30 to noon. I had to double check to make sure I wasn't on camera.
Right? That would have been even better. Ooh, that would have been fantastic.
I'm glad people can't see what goes on in the studio sometimes.
Wow.
Be in big trouble. Roar out tomorrow. Iowa Music Showcase. 11:30 to noon. Be there in person, watch it live online, or listen to it in podcast form. However you want to take the show in. Coming up on Saturday, sports section of Barn Wired. Same place, a little bit earlier in the day, 8 a.m. on Saturdays for the sports section. Alan Sellers makes his return as a kind of a 1-week transition host. Excuse me.
You
Alan
want to
will
see
be
the
hosting.
best? Tune in.
We will be having some of the Pekin State tracksters, including, excuse me, Anna Hadley, who was a state champ at the state track meet. We've got Anna and Chloe Glosser. We've got Will Adam and somebody else. I can't think of the fourth. But
it'll come to you.
Some of the track folks from Pekin. I think we've got some English Valleys folks coming as well.
Awesome.
Not guaranteed on that, so
if you want to come to see the show live, come early because Alan will bring quite the entourage. I'm just telling you.
And his arms that'll probably be sleeveless.
Alan, I hope you can deal with Steve for that one morning. Because, yeah.
Deal with me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not.
I might have to pop in just to reminisce.
Yeah. Oregon, your love of Oregon State.
Ooh, I could get out my Oregon Beaver shirt.
Yeah. Oregon State. You got to make sure.
The Beavers.
Clarify. Yeah.
I'm a Beaver fan.
Yep. Speaking of sports, we'll transition into the softball, baseball schedule. We kicked things off last night, and then tomorrow night we'll be in Pekin, as Pekin will be taking on Twin Cedars in softball. Now, originally that was listed as Winfield Mount Union. Evidently, Winfield Mount Union is not fielding a softball team this year, so
really?
They did the old switcheroo, and Twin Cedars is going to be there. So 5:30 for the start time. Tune in. We'll go live a little bit before that. So Pekin softball tomorrow night against Twin Cedars here on Steve Shuttler Medias. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't think so. I think we got through everything.
I think it's good.
I think we got through everything. All right, so we're doing just another morning show. Brothers Market sponsors.
Now we're on camera.
Oski Dental. Yeah, you got to be ready. I can come back live at any time.
Yep, now we're back on. My eyes itch.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Isaac. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's get to the weird.
That is weird.
In the weird, something called carrot maxine is a thing on TikTok. Have you heard about this?
No. What?
Carrot maxine. A bizarre new TikTok trend, carrot maxine, is sending people to emergency rooms after users consumed excessive amounts of carrots in an attempt to boost their health and appearance. Stupid. According to the New York Post, the trend encourages participants to eat large quantities of raw carrots daily based on unverified claims that the beta-carotene in carrots can improve skin tone, reduce acne, and enhance attractiveness. Now, they say moderate carrot consumption is healthy. Experts warn that excessive intake can lead to a condition called carotenemia, which causes the skin to turn orange.
Oh, come on.
And may signal vitamin A toxicity in extreme cases.
What? Well, now I'm a little bit on the fence here about a recipe I just saw.
For carrots?
Well, it's supposedly it was supposed to be a healthier way. You take just raw carrots and chocolate and blend it together, and it's supposed to be
carrots and chocolate.
I guess I was willing to try it, but I don't want to get carrot toxicityism.
Emergency room physicians reporting a rise in cases linked to the trend, with patients experiencing nausea, dizziness, and skin discoloration. I'm orange because I ate too many carrots.
I almost want to try it. Like, I'm not going to lie.
You can look like Donald Trump.
Right. Maybe that's the problem, folks.
Maybe he's eating too many carrots.
Right.
Cut back on the carrots, Donald. Other stuff in the weird news. A group of domestic cats developed a rare and puzzling skin condition. I don't think they ate too many carrots, but they after coming into contact with a specific type of wild beetle, the incident occurred when pet owners in a rural area noticed unusual blisters and skin irritation on their cats shortly after the animals had been playing outside. Vets traced the cause to blister beetles, a species that releases a chemical compound called something as a defense mechanism. Cantharidin. The substance is known to cause severe irritation, even burns when it touches skin. So
even to humans, it's not a good thing.
Doesn't sound like anybody would really want to touch these beetles. So
where are they from?
Look out for the blister beetles.
Well, yeah. I don't like this.
That could be like the next super villain.
Yeah.
I am Blister Beetle.
Blister Beetle.
I will give you blisters. Here's an interesting use of some border collies. At West Virginia International Yeager Airport, 2 highly trained border collies are on duty not to herd sheep, but to keep airplanes safe. According to a newspaper, the dogs work alongside their handler, conducting daily patrols across the airfields for a 1 mile stretch to prevent wildlife, especially birds, from entering critical aircraft zones. Because you don't want those pigeons getting on board the airplanes. Let's see here. So they're trying to reduce bird strikes with airplanes. So they're keeping these border collies patrolling where airplanes come and go to keep birds away.
So those
kind of an interesting, smart thing to do, I guess.
Those
must be a big problem there.
Well, obviously, I don't like the blister beetle. And I was not aware of that the blister beetle is so prominently found in alfalfa fields. So they can be anywhere.
Okay.
And yeah, they can range from a half to an inch in length. You'd know if you had one of them on your arm.
Yeah.
So look out for them.
Fun.
They're solid black, gray, or have a stripe.
Okay. Other fun news. A doll believed by some to be linked to paranormal activity and often compared to the infamous Annabelle figure from horror lore, which is a creepy movie, Annabelle.
Oh, yeah.
This doll has reportedly gone missing. It's alive. It has gone missing from a museum in New Orleans.
Oh.
According to The Independent, the object was part of a private collection housed in a small paranormal museum that displays allegedly haunted artifacts. Staff noticed the doll was missing during a routine check and found no signs of forced entry, sparking theories ranging from theft to supernatural interference.
What?
Maybe the doll got up and walked out with its head turning and spewing vomit.
Yeah.
The doll had become one of the museum's most talked about exhibits due to its eerie history, with past owners claiming it moved on its own and caused unexplained disturbances. Though not the original Annabelle doll, this version had been featured in local ghost tours and was treated as an active item by paranormal investigators. So, where did the Annabelle doll go? And who would want to take such
Something funky going on here. I'm telling you right now. Something ain't right.
Are you concerned?
Yeah, because I thought I knew where it was at. I mean, I thought I read an article not that long ago that it was, I don't know.
Let's go to Carolina. Heads Carolina, tails California. A 16-year-old boy in North Carolina is recovering after being struck by lightning while fishing with his family at a private pond in Mecklenburg County, North Carolina. According to the Charlotte Observer, the teen was standing near the water when a sudden bolt of lightning hit during a fast-moving storm. This was May of last year, actually. Why are we just now getting this story?
Right.
Emergency responders arrived quickly, found the teen conscious but injured. He was transported to the hospital for treatment, expected to recover. Maybe they just got the year wrong.
Well, that could be.
Yeah, but struck. I mean, that's like Dan Schuster.
Right.
Maybe this kid will grow up to be a fantastic dentist.
Could be.
Tell the story about how he got struck by lightning.
Would you guys be quiet outside?
We're having a show up here.
Oh, I say be quiet, and he fires up his hog. Now wait for it. It's going to get really loud here in a second.
There we go. Whoa. Impressive. Well done.
Thank you. Thank
Well
you,
done.
sir. Thank
Well
you,
done.
sir.
Let's just continue with some of our normal stuff. We've
Because
we've got a bunch of random stuff that we can get to.
Here's something random for you.
Hit me.
Way
Hit
back
me with
when
it.
in the comments, Jackie commented that says, sure, I miss a couple weeks and you forget all about me.
We're sorry, Jackie.
I was thinking about you, but I couldn't remember if he said your name, so apparently not.
Sorry, Jackie. You're one of our favorites, too.
Steve sometimes, he probably got into the special sauce last night.
The special sauce. Let's go to the files of law and disorder. A Florida man. Nope, we're not doing that story. Yeah,
Why?
we are.
Why, was it a bad heading? Or
Florida man caught on surveillance footage stealing a baby alligator from a business in Port Richey, Florida, prompting an investigation by local authorities. The incident occurred when the man entered the business, reached into an enclosure, and removed the small alligator before casually walking out. The theft, and I wonder if he stuck it down his pants.
Right? How do you casually walk out with an alligator?
That's the only time I care about animal kidnappings, is if it gets stuck down their pants.
Yep.
Otherwise, keeping or transporting an alligator without proper permits is illegal in Florida. Suspect could face criminal charges. You know, that's not that exciting. Stick the alligator down your pants, dude.
That would make it a good story.
Yeah.
Stick it down your pants.
Is that an alligator down your pants? Strange law. I need to have a little intro for strange law. Strange law.
It's a strange.
In Connecticut. Right up there by Massachusetts.
Right?
In Connecticut in 1776, laws were still in effect that prohibited citizens from wearing excessively fancy or expensive clothing, especially if their income didn't justify it.
Wow.
These laws were designed to maintain social order by regulating personal appearance based on one's wealth or social class. For example, a person could be fined or reprimanded for wearing silk, lace, or gold and silver embroidery if they didn't have the property or income level to quote-unquote deserve it. They say these laws weren't unique to Connecticut. Several colonies had similar rules. They began phasing out after the Revolutionary War. 1776. Don't dress fancy, or else.
I don't think there should ever be a law against being able to wear lace. Ladies, you
silk.
wear it.
Yeah.
Lace is good.
Shall we go to the duh?
Yeah.
Probably.
Duh.
We got a couple of good stories for today. In the a woman in Michigan has been charged with larceny after allegedly stealing jewelry from senior citizens at multiple assisted living facilities in Macomb County in Michigan. 31-year-old Mariah Allen is accused of posing as a healthcare worker to gain access to elderly residents' rooms, and then she stole their valuables.
Oh, no.
What a dirtball.
That's awful.
She's in custody and awaiting further legal proceedings.
Somebody should go to her cell and steal stuff from her.
Yeah. Take that.
Teach her.
Mariah.
God, that's just, come on. How pathetic is that?
And then let's go over to Indiana. A man in Indiana is facing multiple charges after allegedly attacking his wife and two of her co-workers during a heated incident at an NBA playoff game, of all places.
Wow.
This is a game between the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks. The altercation occurred at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis and began after the man became upset that his wife was seated with colleagues. Witnesses reported that the man, whose name has not been publicly released, physically assaulted his wife before turning on her co-workers, sparking a panic in the stands. Security quickly intervened, and the suspect taken into custody.
So,
trying to find out more information here at a glance. He's been banned from attending future events at the arena. Authorities say alcohol may have been a factor.
Nope, there's your problem right there.
I want to know if the co-workers were guys or women.
That's just it. That's where I was
Was
going.
he jealous? Did he get drunk and get mad that she was sitting with guy co-workers?
Was he sitting somewhere else? Is my question.
Yeah. We don't know the full scope of the situation.
I mean, I get it if she was sitting next to a male co-worker and the camera came on, the kiss cam.
Yeah, the kiss cam
came, and she was like making out, and
with two guys.
Yeah, wow.
Let's just make this into something that it's not.
Right. She was. Well, I would probably beat her up. No, I was.
She was making out with everybody around her.
There's 3 rows back. Guys were jumping over. Hey, I'm in.
We're kidding.
We're just making something out of nothing.
But that whole situation gets the duh.
Wow.
Duh. We get the duh. We'll duh ourselves, too. We kind of silly. Is everything all right over there?
I'm trying some Dr. Pepper Cherry Zero.
Oh. How is it? Not to your tastings?
I'd rather have at least a little bit more than 0.
Dr. Pepper 1.
1 or 2. Yeah, give me a 1.
All right. Whew. Let's take a break.
Okay.
You can try to rebound from that taste of Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar Cherry. And we'll hear from such fine sponsors as Walker Drive-Thru. Walker Drive-Thru at 820 West Jackson Street, Sigourney, is a locally owned specialty ice cream shop, which also serves sandwiches and appetizer-style foods. Try one of their many delicious Savage Swirls, a Tenderloin, a Savage Right, salads, nachos, sides, and drinks. It's all at Walker Drive-Thru at 820 West Jackson, Sigourney. Follow them on Facebook and find the link to order online. And be sure to try the Steve Shetler Media Flavor of the Week at Walker Drive-Thru.
If you like red, white, and blue wine from Tassel Ridge Winery but prefer sweet white wines, try our Star Spangled White. Star Spangled White's a sweet white wine made entirely from Edelweiss grapes. Chill a bottle of Star Spangled White and sip it as you watch the sunset. Tassel Ridge Star Spangled White wine is available at our more than 350 retail outlets located all over Iowa. Look for the displays of Tassel Ridge Wine where you shop. If the store doesn't offer Star Spangled White, ask the manager to get it for you.
Stop by James Family Greenhouse and Produce in Sigourney. They have a variety of hanging baskets, annuals, shrubs, perennials, trees, mulch, and vegetable plants. Plus, you can spruce up your landscape with yard decor or decorate the inside of your home with home decor. James Family Greenhouse is also a great place to stop in for some gift ideas. You got to stop in and see it all for yourself. James Family Greenhouse at 701 East Jackson in Sigourney. And be sure to follow their page on Facebook.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Complete Care of Iowa is a medical clinic located in Sigourney, Iowa that provides care to patients of all ages. Located at 113 East Marion Street in Sigourney. Call 641-541-4040. Complete Care of Iowa is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Tuesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday by appointment only. They're currently accepting new patients. Find more information at CompleteCareOfIowa.com. Complete Care of Iowa. Healthcare for where you are.
Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Hey ho! Brothers Market, let's go. We thank Brothers Market for being our headline sponsor here on Just Another Morning Show. And we thank Oski Dental for being our studio sponsor. 673-4845. You know what we haven't talked about here much?
What?
We should give our morning show viewers and listeners a little heads up about the radio station.
Well, we haven't talked about it.
You know, it's kind of...
I mean, I've been seeing this thing pop up, and it's been brought up occasionally.
And we've hinted that people could Google Skunk River Radio, because that's the name of the radio station. If you Google Skunk River Radio, you'll find, let's just say, skunkriverradio.com. Let's just throw it out there.
Right.
Because we're getting to that point now where there's going to be a billboard going up in our surrounding area that's probably going to cause a little stir.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. I type it in and boom.
You're gonna see an ad coming up in the Neighbors magazine that goes out around our area coming up here next week. So yeah. So what? I wasn't really even planning. I'm just totally just winging this. It just kind of popped into my brain here.
Okay.
So let's go there. Let's give our viewers here a little bit of insight on what's happening with Skunk River Radio.
I can add this if you want.
You can what?
I can add this if you want.
Add it.
I just went on to my search, typed in skunkriverradio.com, and it's hard.
Oh. Now, we don't want to get any sort of copyright stuff going on.
Right.
But
I don't even know what that
So you're hearing music.
Yeah. All I did was went there.
You can listen. So the station itself is live. There's just no me or Neil yet.
Yeah.
We're saving that. That's what we're saving for June 9th. So if you go to skunkriverradio.com, you can figure out what the genre is. 1990.
Format.
Through 2010. Country music.
What?
With Iowa country music mixed in. Not yet, though.
No.
We're I'm still waiting to get some of the... I tell you what, it's like pulling teeth. trying to
Right.
get country artists to take time to just send little old me
I
their
get
music.
I get it. They're busy.
But wait, I've got a lot of it, but not some stuff that I need
Right.
quite yet. But so there's going to be some Iowa country music mixed in. But
And
yeah,
for the-
1990 through 2010, I'm just saying.
I was going to say, you might as well just do it now. It's already
That's
out
the
there.
format.
So what Steve and I would always come back to as the best time, I never, when I was in radio, obviously I did not set out to be on country radio.
Yeah, heck,
But I mean, I'm honestly,
we grew up listening to KRNA
right,
and Laser.
We both
and-
wanted to be rock DJs.
Heck yeah.
But it worked out, and honestly, we fell into that at the absolute best time.
Yeah.
90s country is still considered one of the best decades of country.
Yeah.
So why not? Why not just do what you know and do what everybody loves?
And then, so when I was thinking of an online radio station format to go with, I thought, yeah, let's just do 90s. But then I was thinking, just the one decade of music probably wouldn't be enough. Like, you're going to start hearing the songs just over and over and over and over again. You probably want a little bit more than just 90s, just for the sake of listening to something else. So
Sure.
why not throw in that decade that really doesn't get all the love that it deserves? It's kind of in that in between phase of whether it's kind of classic now or not. But modern stations don't really play much from that era. So it's kind of, and 90s stations or classic stations aren't really playing anything
No.
from that era. So it's in that time frame where it's not getting the love that it gets or needs to get.
It was a transitional period, really, and like the first half of the 2000s, especially. There was still so much of that 90s, drifting through there. So, yeah.
And when you get into the 2000s, of course, with 1990s country music, you think immediately Garth Brooks, George Strait, Reba McEntire, Shania Twain, Brooks and Dunn.
Right.
I mean, those are probably your Tim McGraw, of course, Faith Hill, Martina McBride.
There's so many.
The list goes on and on. Then you start getting into the 2000s. You get Brad Paisley, you get Keith Urban,
Right.
You get Rascal Flatts, you get Taylor Swift. I mean,
Remember
Taylor-
when she was country?
Taylor came into the groove there in the 2000s.
Right.
So you're going to get a really good mix of country music if you like country music. So
Yeah.
there. Spoiler.
And to the 2, maybe 3 people out there that remember him, just know that the haze is coming back.
The haze. Darian
It's been
Hayes.
too long, and to still be recognized as the haze on the streets, I figure it's time to be bringing him back.
It is. It's going to be fun. So tune in. Yeah, I mean, if you want to get a feel for, and I'm not going super duper public. I mean, if
No.
people watch this particular segment, they're going to know.
Right.
So go to skunkriverradio.com. You can listen to it. And we've got some of the commercials playing. It's got like the little liners and sweepers in between the songs.
Yep.
But you'll immediately get a feel for what we're going to be doing. So there you go. That was just off the top of my head.
I was going to say I did not have that in my show
That was
notes
not
this morning.
planned.
I did not have that anywhere.
Yeah, that was not on the format for today.
No, because I get a printout every morning from Steve.
Yes, the official
and
header.
What we're going to do, and the forecast is on there, so I can pre-read and rewrite. And yeah, it's great.
Neil's bits, weather, birthdays. Otherwise, just be funny. You do a great job of that.
I thought
too,
he was
by
going
the
to finish that with "otherwise just shut up." I'm like,
did
dude,
I say that?
we're going to have a problem here.
If you shut up, then it wouldn't be entertaining.
Oh, I'm sure it would. Let's try it for a minute or two. Go.
Okay. Shut up. Let's go to some stuff. Shut your mouth. How about stuff that scared the heck out of you? That's not what this says, though. It said the other HE double hockey sticks is what it says. Neil, shut up. So, all right, here are things that. All right, you can talk now.
Okay.
What is something that legitimately scared you? Like maybe you feared for your life, You were scared of something that you thought was out there in the dark. I don't know. Something that you were legitimately scared. Here is an example. This person says, I took my girlfriend on a 14-hour flight from LA to Thailand. A few hours into the flight home, the plane started violently shaking.
Oh.
Oxygen masks were dropping down. People were praying. My girlfriend was crying. And this person said to her, I apologize for taking you on this trip. I thought we were all going to die. And then when they finally landed, this person hugged his mother, said, I'm so happy to be alive. So
that would be absolutely terrifying.
Have you lived through something where you were legitimately scared?
There was a... I don't remember. I should have been scared that one night, but I don't remember it.
There's a time I was driving down the gravel road to your house on an ice-covered road. I should have been scared. I was going way too fast. And so one time I was
on the same road that I was thinking, so... Yeah.
I was legitimately scared. One time, me, my wife, and my daughter were going down to Eldon. I was in the Christian rock band at the time. We had a gig in Eldon. I don't know, it was during the summer months. And I had, I'm kind of a weather geek. If I look at the radar, I see which way things are coming and try to time things. But I thought we were leaving early enough where we would get to Eldon ahead of this storm system that was coming in. Well, we didn't get there in time. But we were going down the highway. There's some curvy highways going down to Eldon. And it ended up being a storm that produced it killed a person or two.
No.
I think over by Wellman. But this was down by Eldon. And we came around this area. You could, the clouds were off in the distance. You could see things were going to get nasty. It just had that feel to it. But we came around this curve, and there was a field where it must have been late spring because there wasn't any corn or beans or anything. It was just dirt.
Yeah.
And the dirt was coming up off the ground, like getting suctioned up in. It's and I was like my heart sank. I was like, oh crap, we're driving into a tornado right now.
Oh, wow.
And it was one of those roads where there was nowhere to go. And so I pulled off. There was a farmhouse off to the side. I didn't know what else to do.
Well, yeah.
So I just pulled off. People actually were running into the farmhouse.
Oh.
We just pulled in, sat there and sat it out because what do you do? It was too late. Like, it was to the point where if we would have had more time, we would have ran up to the house and asked to come in. But we just sat in the car, and it was legitimately scary.
Yikes. That's insane.
So that was several years ago. Wow. Now my wife Stacy, the Delta tornado.
Definitely.
When the Delta tornado happened, whatever year that was, 83 something. She was her family lives out in the country, over in the you're going kind of towards the Delta area, out in the country. But I mean, she was in the basement as a little girl, as her house was destroyed by a tornado. So,
yeah, I mean, literally.
Yeah,
because I remember the next day driving around with my parents and trying to offer help wherever we could. And it's like when we pulled up on their house, which was gone.
Yeah,
it's like it was the first real time as a kid realizing the power of a tornado.
Yep,
it's like, man, it's gone, like just gone.
Yep.
So yeah,
do you have any scary experience? I don't know why. Again, this is just a random topic.
Again, yeah, probably hits and misses that, again, should have probably been more fearful. I think sometimes I try to just push it down like it's not a big deal, and not trying to be tough or anything. Just maybe after the fact, I realize, wow, that could have been really bad.
A lot of stupid stuff.
Right. And even, I mean, through my adult years, I mean, it's like, wow, that could have turned out horribly wrong. But at the time, I just wasn't thinking it. But I don't know. I would honestly answer that with the response: the most scared I've ever been in my life was laying in a hospital bed and the doctor flat out looking me in the face and saying, "You might make it to the end of the week."
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be my scariest point in life.
Yeah,
And
I would say so.
That's After that, it's like nothing else really matters. So
yep,
bring on the tornado.
Yeah, really. I'm looking.
I'd like to have a tsunami. So we're driving to a softball game the other night. Got a little backseat passenger, and he was hoping, he's also in junior high baseball. He was hoping that his game was canceled the next day just because he didn't want to play.
Yeah.
He was hoping that maybe a hurricane would hit Sigourney the next day. I'm like, going to be tough getting a hurricane. How about a tsunami?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta
volcano eruption.
It's like, dude, you're not even in the right area for either of those. Like, whatever. You can't just wish a tsunami. Believe me, I've tried.
That would be another thing. Terrifying. I mean, can you imagine
a wave just...
this ginormous wave coming at you?
No.
I mean, how would you... Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy to think about. All right. How about this one for a funny topic? Did your parents have the talk with you?
Nope.
About the birds and the bees? If not, how did you find out about the birds and the bees?
Well,
you want some examples first?
Sure. Let's go with
So this person, this is a girl that says, I had my first real boyfriend at 16. That summer, I told my mother I wanted to drive across the country with my boyfriend. She didn't say a word. Then she did say, we're going to the doctor. Ended up going to a clinic and being put on birth control pills. So, again, we're talking birds and bees, the talk with your mom and dad. This next person says, I never had the talk. I found out about the birds and the bees on the playground and on the internet.
Oh, yeah. Well, we didn't have the internet.
Yeah. And then this other person says, my childhood friend's father was an OB, so he gave me the talk. My parents thought it would be better to come from an expert.
Boring.
I mean, that would be very factual.
Yeah.
Probably in depth.
Well, yeah, probably a little petrifying at the same time. What are these? What? You do? Huh?
Mr. Johnson, I don't want to hear about this. Please quit talking.
That's awful.
I know my dad had a little bit of a talk with me. He basically gave me this book.
Seriously.
Read this.
Seriously.
And that was kind of that was the talk for me. How about you? How did Wayne or Kathy lay the birds and bees on you?
No. I believe how I found out about it was in the worst way possible, and then on my own. And so our talk wasn't about what not to do. Our talk was like, so I got some bad news. So yeah, no book for me. I was writing that book. Yikes!
The Diary of Neil Crotch.
Yikes!
Oh boy! How about this next random topic as we start to wrap the show up? What's the strangest thing you hit with your car?
Oh wow!
All right, here's some examples. A buffalo kicked a hole in my car. This isn't me. This is just different people that have told stories. A buffalo kicked a hole in my car door when we stopped to pet it. Ka-thunk.
Again,
guy on a buffalo.
With the animals.
This person says we hit a peacock out in the country near a peacock farm. They say they tried to miss it, but it jumped up and boom. Can you imagine the feathers flying?
All them eyes looking at you.
This person says a hawk swooped down and the tip of its wing hit me in the face. I'm assuming, this person must have been driving. Yeah, because it's...
Wow.
What's the strange thing you hit with your car? So strange things you've hit with your car.
A bridge.
You hit a bridge. That's never good. I hate it when those bridges just jump up.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
You're right in front of you.
I know.
And you have no other choice but to hit them.
Exactly. That's what I said that night. I can't think of any crazy off-the-wall... I mean, the random animals.
I had my pheasant story there from a few weeks ago where the pheasant came in and didn't necessarily hit my car, but it got its
wedged
into some of the plastic siding of the car.
Man.
In Iowa, you get the turtles.
Yeah.
Is that the end of summer?
I don't remember.
When the turtles start crossing the roads?
And yeah, turtles are tough because, man, their shells are hard.
Oh, yeah.
Crunch.
You get those big snapping turtles.
Yeah. I don't think I've got any cool story about anything crazy that I've hit.
All right. How many deer have you hit in your life?
I've not ever hit a deer.
Really? I've hit at least one.
Yep. Believe it or not. That's weird in Iowa. But
and of course, with the price of things on cars, I hit a deer. All it did was basically smash my front right
fender.
No, the headlight.
Oh, yeah.
That's all it did. It totaled my car. Ridiculous.
Well, it was more than just the headlight then.
Well,
some of the inner structure and everything, and there's more to it, buddy. Come on.
So you can hit deer, you can hit raccoon, skunks.
Oh, yeah.
Cats, dogs, deer.
That
turtles.
one time that kid, but he bounced right back up. I couldn't believe it.
Cows.
Cows, pigs. You know what? I did hit a sow.
Oh, wow.
In the middle of the night. Like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I was actually, I guess, he knows the story, so it's okay. I was in a wrecker and driving back from a call, and some guys still had some sows, and they were out. And I'm telling you what, I don't know how I swerved as fast as I did, but I still clipped them. And man, them things are hard. Wow.
A thump.
Woof. So yeah, sow. A sow. Sounds good. It's a good story.
Well, my good livestock story is the time me and our friend Michael Dietrich.
Yeah.
We had gone, and maybe I've told this story on the show before, but this was, again, back in the 90s when CD releases, midnight releases of like the new albums would come out at midnight, hot new releases. Yeah. People would line up, and then the record stores would open up, and you'd get the brand new CD that nobody's heard. Yeah. So we went to Iowa City, I don't know, it was a weeknight, and to get the new Pearl Jam album, because we loved Pearl Jam. Got the album, coming home. Michael was driving. I was asleep in the passenger side. And we got outside of Sigourney, kind of in the the old Lewis Rich area. And next thing I know, I'm waking up. Michael's, I don't know if he was yelling or what, but basically, there were cows all over the highway. And there is no logical reason that we lived through that, because the cows were everywhere. We somehow, his expert driving
really
swerved in and out of the cows, and didn't hit any.
Oh my!
And survived to tell about it. So that could go under this. That could go under the scary moment category too. But it was one of those things where it happened so fast. It didn't really register until we were through it.
Boy. Well, yeah, right. Some of those things happen so fast. Oh, Sandy Smithhart. She says she hit a tree. Well,
another one of those things that just, it's like
the
nerve. Well, the nerve of that tree.
Why? Why did it grow right there? Come on.
I hit a utility pole. Stupid thing.
Stupid pole.
That's a story unto itself. Snowy night. Just a story. It's just story day.
Story day.
When actually you and I were probably both working down in Fairfield.
Yeah.
I was coming back. It was might have been Halloween night itself. I had worked like the afternoon shift, and I was coming back. It was snowing. It was an early snow.
Oh.
It was a slushy snow, so kind of that thick slush. And me being, early 20s at the time, hadn't really drove through a whole lot of weather, but the slush sucked me into the ditch. I ended up turning backwards. It was on just kind of a lonely road out, south of Sigourney, kind of more in that Ollie-ish area. Pulled me into the ditch. And the thing is, the field that I was going into backwards, there were no fences. It was just an open field.
Right.
But there was this stupid utility pole, and I ran right into it. Lucky that again, that's another thing.
Right.
Could have been dead. But the back end of the car went into the pole.
Yeah, I remember.
Totaled the car.
Yeah, I remember the next morning or the next day at work.
Survived.
You're like, man, I had an awful ride home. And yeah, you're telling the story. It's like, what? I just blew through there. I didn't even realize it.
Yeah. I mean, I could have just been sliding forever into this open field and maybe
had to hit the
gotten
pole.
Towed out, but hit the pole.
Oh, Sandy. Okay, I get it. The tree had fallen on the road. Oh, thank goodness.
Well, that's nasty.
Well, yeah. I thought you were just out there hitting random trees because you didn't like them. Stupid oak tree. Boom.
Backed up and hit it again.
Yeah.
Take that.
Get rid of them.
Tree.
Them oak trees are fat.
Yeah.
They're fat.
Fat trees. Fat. Neil.
Yeah.
Get over to the weather lab. Get over there. In fact, let's hit this one too. Hang on. Just because I wanted to hear it. Oh. All right. Enough of that.
Okay. No worries today for a tornado. But if you hear that on Steve Shetler Media, run, take cover, grab your ankles.
It might be a scary life situation that you can talk about in the future.
Right. Today, slight chance of showers throughout the day, only 20% though. Partly sunny and 70 for a high. Tonight, more of the same. Showers, 51 overnight low. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and 80, a little bit breezier, if that's a word. I just made it one.
It is.
Mostly clear and breezier tomorrow night with a low around 56. And Saturday looking awesome, sunny and a high near 85 thanks to Garden Gate bringing us your forecast.
I was going to say that Saturday doesn't look all that awesome. It's too hot.
Oh.
I'm going to complain.
Put the shorts, the cutoff shirts on, flip-flops.
85 is too hot.
No.
80 should be the max.
No, 85's good.
Why
Sweat
didn't
out
God,
those toxins.
Why didn't God limit the temperature to 80? 80 should be as hot as it ever gets. Doesn't ever need to be hotter than that.
Fat.
Are you saying fact or fat?
Fat.
But you know I'm fat. All right. Well, we got through a Thursday.
Yeah. Went well. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job. You over there especially.
Wait.
You're always good for it.
I'm high-fiving you.
Oh.
Watch, my hand's going to disappear. Oh. Gucci goo. Did it at the same time. All right, let's get out of here. Bye. See ya. Bye.